Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Aryan, and hello. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. Before coming here, I had not prepared to speak at all. I had not prepared it, and I was like, "Kuch batayenge, something fun. I'll talk about the time when I was drinking with my friends, and they were all lying on the stairs and whatnot." But listening to all of your inspiration speeches, I thought that I should share something which actually changed my life, and to not take this opportunity for granted, right? So I have mentioned two people's name in that book where I wanted to mention who changed my life. So I'll try to be quick. But the thing is, this is related to my first serious breakup. Now, breakups happen in everyone's lives. I learned it the hard way. And that relationship was only for 2 months. And my breakup was on Valentine's Day. Okay? So I had prepared something for her because it wasn't going good. So I learned her favorite song, Tumse Hi. It's from Jab We Met. I learned it on guitar, and there's a cafe very close to her house. It's Lifafa. If for people who don't know, it's Lifafa. It's at Upal, and I had prepared things for her. She broke up with me. She didn't came with me. So I went there alone by myself. I was like, if I have made the mood, जाना है. Even if no one will eat that cake, I'll eat that cake. मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I have spent 500 for that. I'll eat it. And one of my friends called Vishal was there too. I called him because he's the one who prepared everything. And then he's like, "Bhabhi kidhar hai?" It's like, no, she's. So it was a very funny scene for them, not for me. And at that point, I was completely broken. Completely broken. Yeah, like every college student, I was completely broken. And I met this legend of a person called Anji. Now, this guy is 30 lakh in debt, and he's trying to get his life together in his own way. And sometimes in life, right, you'll meet a stranger and you'll end up sharing everything with them.
Yes.
Everything. You have met him for the first time, and he gave me that kind of vibe. I shared everything with him. And from now on, whatever I'm going to share with you are all the things which I learned in those 1.5 hours of conversation. Everything. So I've been alive for like what, 22 22 years, about to. But I started living for the past 12 to 18 months. That's when I started living. And this is what happened. His very first advice was to stop chasing butterflies and build a garden, which I was doing my whole life. Right? But this is not the fun part, because this advice, every single blog will see, like, oh, build the garden, whatnot. No. That day, my mom was calling me, and I was just not willing to lift her call. And my ex was also calling me. And I wasn't just willing to lift their calls. But he was like, shut up, pick the call. Tell them that you are not fine right now, you want some time. Tell them, be it straight to their face. And that's when I realized, you shouldn't put off conversations. You should always be there and then speak your heart out, even to the people who have wronged you. So, which is why even till this day, if I don't want to talk to someone, I won't just ignore their calls. I'll pick their call up and I'll be like, listen, I'm just busy right now. I'll try to get back as soon as possible. And the second thing, which actually changed my life, was that to stop playing really safe. To stop playing safe. All my life, I was like the guy who was very nerdy, focused on coding, job karna hai, And that day I stopped doing coding. I got myself a motorcycle. And not just any motorcycle. Like, I didn't go there and bought some Bullet. No, I brought KTM Duke, which is a sports bike. And now I'm not suited for sports bike. I'm a very scared person. But everything changed. I started living the thrill, the speed. When your bike reaches 140, how it feels. I was living that moment every single night. And eventually got into an accident. And my family sold the bike because they didn't want me riding anymore. And now I no longer ride the bike.
But you know the thrill. Yes.
Yeah.
He knows the thrill.
Now everything is gone. Those time has gone. I have explored a lot. I've completely changed as a person. I'm able to take stand for myself. But now that everything, all of those things are gone, and I'm back to the more, subtle life, more slow life, I have realized that whatever experiences you gain now throughout your life, that is very important. And even more important is to never play safe. You will regret in the future, in this now and now, you will regret the things you did. But once you get older, you'll regret the things you didn't do. So that line I always love, and I always say, risk hai to ishq.